I was just a cub then, barely old enough to venture beyond our pride's territory. Looking back, I never imagined that day would change everything. My mother and I were inseparable. Her white coat, just like mine, made us unique in the savannah. We'd spend our days basking in the sun, playfully chasing each other through the tall grass. Mum would teach me how to hunt, how to blend in despite our stark white fur. Her lessons were always filled with patience and love. But then something changed. Mum became slower, weaker. Strange growths appeared on her skin. At first it was barely noticeable, a slight limp, a bit less energy during our hunts. I didn't understand what was happening, but I knew she needed help. As days passed, I noticed we were spending more time alone, away from the pride. The other lions in our pride started to keep their distance. I could sense their unease, their whispers. Their whispers grew louder, filled with concern and fear. Some looked at me with pity, others with uncertainty. Mum tried to hide her pain, but I could see it in her eyes. She was suffering, and it broke my heart. All I knew was that I had to stay by her side, no matter what. One morning, she couldn't even get up. That's when I made a decision that terrified me. I had to leave her side and find help. It was the hardest thing I'd ever done. I nuzzled against her, trying to convey all my love and determination in that one gesture. With a heavy heart, I set out into the vast savannah. Every step away from Mom felt like a betrayal. The world seemed so much bigger now that I was alone. Every shadow, every sound was a potential threat. I tried to remember Mum's lessons on staying hidden, on moving silently through the grass, but fear made me clumsy. I stumbled, my white coat a beacon in the golden savannah. Hours passed. The sun climbed high in the sky, its heat beating down mercilessly. I was losing hope. Exhaustion and hunger gnawed at me. Maybe I should turn back. Then I caught an unfamiliar scent. It was unlike anything I'd encountered before. Humans. I'd always been taught to avoid them, but something told me they were our only chance. As I approached, every instinct screamed at me to run, but I couldn't. Not when Mum needed me. That's when it happened. I locked eyes with one of them. In that moment, something passed between us. Without a sound, I turned and started running back to Mum. To my amazement, they followed. The journey back felt both endless and instant. Fear and hope battled within me with each stride. When we reached her, the humans sprang into action. Their presence, once feared, now brought a glimmer of hope. Their gentle hands and soothing voices told me I'd made the right choice. These strange humans seemed to know exactly what to do. The next few days were a blur of strange smells and unfamiliar places. But through it all, I never left Mum's side, watching and waiting for any sign of improvement. Weeks later, we returned to the savannah. Mum was her old self again, free from those awful growths. The familiar sense of home welcomed us back, and I felt a surge of excitement as we approached our pride. That day taught me that sometimes help comes from unexpected places, and that courage isn't about being fearless, it's about acting, despite your fear. It also showed me the importance of compassion, even for those we don't understand. Now, when I look at my own cubs, I tell them this story, to remind them that in our darkest moments, hope can shine as bright as our white coats in the African sun. Most importantly, I tell them to never give up, no matter how impossible the odds may seem, because miracles do happen, and sometimes they happen because we're brave enough to trust, to hope, and to ask for help when we need it most.